Welcome back, Crits and Failures, to another episode of the Critical Fail podcast and video series. This is our Newb Squad series, our side quest where we're playing the 5th edition starter set, and this is our second session, so you're going to notice a slight cast change as Nick joins us. First, a bit of quick housekeeping. I am nearly signed on for the director position that I've been talking about for the last little while for the series called Land of the Outlaws. There will be more information on that soon with websites and places you can check that out, so please stay tuned. But yeah, it's awesome, it's exciting, and my career as a director is taking another wonderful step forward. Other than that, the summer is very busy for most of the cast, so it's going to be a little bit sporadic as we keep playing, but please keep an eye out as we keep rolling out our content. We have another session in the can with a friend of mine from college who came and visited and played with me and Jake. And that'll provide a little backstory for the regular Critical Fail series. Keep an eye out for that. This episode, of course, is brought to you by Matt's Mats, the acrylic 1-inch grid system that we make and sell ourselves. Go to criticalfail.com, critical with a 1 instead of an L, fail.com to check them out and buy them. People are buying them, people are enjoying them, and we're getting them out as quick as we can. And as always, we just appreciate your support. But for this episode, it's a continuation of Matt's campaign as a DM, where he's running the 5th edition starter set, where we catch up on our previous adventures and make some new friends in Newb Squad Episode 9, Claudio VanDamm.
We are now officially live.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We're here to make the Dungeons and the Dragons.
Well, you're here to fight the Dungeons and the Dragons. I'm here to
To
see
be
what
the
someone
Dungeons-
else made.
Yeah, you're here to be the Dungeons and the Dragons.
Right.
What's your dragon's name?
Hold on. Oh, I don't want to give you spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Frank the Dragon.
It's
Maybe he'll get along well with Larry the Squirrel.
I like it.
So I'm loading the page.
So while we're getting set up,
right.
I'll talk to the people.
That's good.
Hello to the people. This is Critical Fail Podcast. We play Dungeons and Dragons, so you don't have to, though you should. We are doing our 5th edition starter set campaign again because one of our guys is unavailable, and so when he's not available, we upgrade to Amy and swap out to Nick or Jake or me on the couch. I play a hyperactive sorcerer, high charisma, very unexperienced. You have a wooden butt,
I have a maple butt.
a maple bottom.
A maple bottom, forest gnome cleric. That is warding off all of his advances. Wants nothing to do with him. And seems to be good at killing things.
Yes. And then Nick is playing the wonderfully named
Claudio VanDamm,
Claudio VanDamm.
the human fighter. It seems on my sheet that I was just handed that I am lawfully neutral and I'm a noble.
I've always thought of you as noble.
You may be the only one.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we're just kind of getting caught up here. It was a last minute change, so we're just getting a couple of our things ready. But
Doing some stuff. I'm trying to check the stream real quick here. See how reverby we are. So you're going to hear us. Cool. Well, I guess we sound okay then.
Salasha, hello again.
You're alive.
You are alive.
Thank you.
Alive and
Thanks
well
for
and
coming
well.
back.
Sound of music. This is going on the floor.
It's fine.
All right.
So
we are last time we were to catch Nick up, I guess.
Yes, please do.
Unless we want to have the travelers tell Nick when they meet him.
yeah,
Would
that could
we
be
prefer
fun.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nick, you're currently in a town called Phandalin.
Vandalin?
Phandalin.
That's an F.
PH.
As in
Oh, PH.
fat.
As in phallic. Phandalin.
It is PH?
Yeah.
Pretty hot and Andalin.
Kind of like how Phandelver is PH as well.
Well, I did see that.
Everything seems to be PH.
Okay.
This is like the most hard to pronounce.
Even Sildar
quest.
Sildar
is PH?
has no F sound.
PHSIL?
Sildar can't hit shit.
Someday. Someday he will.
If he wants to use my dice tower to roll
Right.
next time.
That's right.
Right.
He's giving us money.
Do you really want to put bad juju into your dice tower by having
Sildar
DM
touch
roll?
it.
Right. All right, so You're in the town. We'll find you later.
'Kay.
Everyone else, you've had a long rest after the cave.
The Cave of Wonders?
The Cave of Wonders. Everyone's had a long rest.
There were rocks.
Shh.
Goblin.
He's not here yet.
All right.
I'm the DM. So yeah, you were...
But we're reminiscing.
It was pretty well decided that you're all heading to Phandalin, correct?
With our oxen and our...
With your oxen and your cart that is light a little bit of salted pork.
Just a little bit.
Nobody should notice.
We looted all the bodies. You guys did, right?
Yep.
We didn't loot the bodies next that you propped up all Bernie's style.
Yeah, I think you still did.
At the
Didn't-
oxen?
Yeah,
Oh.
there was nothing. They were
Okay.
they
Look, we
were
just did.
goblin
There's
thugs.
nothing.
Poof.
Yeah.
I did have one question before we left, Matt, because there was an ability that I kind of forgot about last time, which is I have this thing that says, I know at least where to find almost any piece of information. It's kind of like part of my character's
Okay.
quest. And I was just wondering if, if it's not, it's fine, but if retroactively I could have maybe spent a little bit of that time looking around the cave for clues as to where, because we've heard of Cragmaw Castle
Right.
was mentioned, but we don't know where it is.
Yeah, so Cragmaw Castle
Maybe a goblin map.
was mentioned.
Yeah.
Um,
And that
Right.
ability, I think, also means, like, I know where I can find it. That doesn't mean that it's accessible to me. It just means I know where the information would be.
yeah, honestly, I think you dispatched of anyone who might have known too quickly.
So it's in that dead guy's brain.
Right.
Gotcha. Like, I'll...
Well, it's out of it now because of the lack of oxygen flowing. to the
Depending on
brain.
what you believe.
I'm pretty sure science says brain dead is brain dead.
Well, it is your world.
It is. It's my rules.
Fine then.
So yeah, are you proceeding
Yeah, back to town for sure.
south to Phandalin? Now, not back to town because you started in Neverwinter.
Okay, forward
So
to Phandalin.
you're heading to town.
We're heading
You
to the
have
next town.
to the delivery location.
This
for
is
your
where we were meant to go.
Hey, we made it!
Yay, we're awesome.
So it was about a half day's travel.
Wait, what happened to that other guy who was with us?
Sildar?
Right.
No. We got Sildar.
So,
Hey, Sildar. But
the
what about
monk.
the monk?
The monk,
Willoughby.
Willoughby, for lack of better storytelling, he met up with friends and decided to take the day off. He'll meet us in Phandalin some other time. Jake, who played him, just moved to a new apartment, and unfortunately, they weren't able to get internet set up for him quickly enough. So that's the player knowledge of what the character knowledge is. Which he went, hey guys, I'm gonna go try to find my friends in Leolin, which is further south from where you are.
It's kind of
believe
lame that we just went through all that stuff together and he just takes off like that.
Well, apparently he doesn't really care about his part of the Sildar money.
Can we want to split it? Unless you want all of it. I think you earned it.
No, we'll probably split it with him.
Okay.
Now I don't remember last time. Was he carrying all of the money, or was that someone else?
Of course we were splitting it up.
No, we split it up.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to be sure. Wanted to be sure of that
Yeah,
one.
I've got it in my
In your inventory. Perfect.
I've got
All
my
right.
money
So
in my
you've been splitting
inventory.
it. You've been spending
How much money do you
time.
have?
I'll allow it. So you enter Phandalin. You head that way.
Yes, sir.
It is a half day's travel.
Okay.
From where you are.
What time of day is it? Did we rest?
You did rest. You did a full rest.
Okay.
I'm going to say that you had dispatched everyone in the caves. I don't know. Dinner time. We'll
Okay.
say you weren't very hungry though, based on the goings on in the cave. But so you slept the night. You got going. Half days. It's 2, somewhere in there. And the description of Phandalin.
Yes.
The rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch the first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered in ivory briar, surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the side of cart tracks, which widens into muddy main streets of sorts as it climbs towards the ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see a child playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands and shop. Many people look as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by.
I'm keeping an eye on that kid.
Are you?
I don't trust him.
The one child you see?
Yeah.
Do we need to roll initiative or what's?
I would just like to let it be known that should that kid actually be a goblin in disguise.
Okay.
You're calling it?
Yeah.
Do you know where you can find out that information?
Underneath the kid's skin?
It's not a goblin.
No, okay.
Fortunately for this one, the information lies with the DM, and your ability got you the information.
Yes.
No goblins. All right. So, since Sildar has survived,
Have all the goblins here.
having added very little to this whole ordeal, but he survived.
Yes.
He seems much more at ease as he enters the town. My friends, he said, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint.
Sure. How about we go to the bank first and you can give us the money you owe us?
Well, it'll take Sildar about a day to get the money together, as he explained the first time around. And that day will start tomorrow. So.
Sounds good.
So, you guys are at the entrance to the town. And
Gosh, so as a recap, we're going to Cragmore Castle next. Miss Maplebottom, is that right? Is that what he hired us to do? I'm trying to remember. You don't know?
He just hired us to get the...
he initially wanted you to clear out the
Yep.
caves, and then wanted you to get to Phandalin.
Okay. Oh, so cool. We already earned it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he gave you the extra money for clearing out the caves.
Job well done.
Once he gets there.
That was
so-
a sad high five.
That's okay. We're sad people.
Let's see here. He said, if I can find him. Need to find it.
I think he said, "I will be an aid to you in battle like you've never seen before."
Okay, he
Oh, wait.
offers the party
Just kidding.
50 gold
LOL.
points to provide escort to Phandalin.
Each.
He has no money on him. Nope, total.
No.
You have to split it.
I heard each.
That's fine. You'll be disappointed.
It splits real easy now, though, 2 ways.
Right. Well, the Osno can secure a loan to pay the characters within a day after arriving in Phandalin. Of course, you didn't know it was a loan, but, you
Okay.
assumed.
Yeah.
Willoughby did quite his share taking down that Clarg.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll get paid for it eventually. Yeah, he did beat the crap out of that
Willoughby?
guy.
Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, I'll hold on to Willoughby's share.
He did like
No,
a
you won't. I'll hold on to
like
Willoughby.
22 damage or something
Yeah.
to him. Yeah.
Because of my awesome plan,
I'm
for
looking out
for me
for
to
Willoughby.
walk in like a jackass, draw all the fire, so he could brain Clark.
And actually make one of your first hits of the entire... Or no, you were hitting just for like 1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hey, it's an
you are
improvement. I'll take it. If I hit it all, it's amazing.
on the north side of Phandalin.
Okay. So small town.
Yep.
I feel, and we traveled for half a day, so it's like midday when we get there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just taking everything in because I'm still fresh to the world, so I'm happy to do whatever. I'm probably just gonna follow your lead.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Plus, he's somewhat enamored with you at
Right.
some
Because
level.
you're a
That.
female.
So we have to find lodging for the night.
Yep.
We do.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, God. Look at him.
Well, I saw him. I saw him. I saw him.
So where do we go to find lodging? Do we go to a tavern?
What's his name said? Useless said that there was a.
Sildar.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said that there was a.
You can call him Moneybags,
Money bags.
because that's obviously the only reason he's around anymore.
I like it. He said that there was a tavern or an inn that we could stay at. And
Yep.
I was going to ask him if he'd pay for it, but then he didn't have any money, so I guess we'll pay for it or something.
Right.
How much does it... What kind of lifestyle do you think I'm used to, Matt, in having traveled, like only been, in a monastery my whole life? Do you think I'm used to, living nicely, or do you think I'm used to being rough?
I think you're used to living in a monastery.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
means.
Well, tell me about your monastery.
Well, when I was young, I was shipped off there because as my magic abilities developed, I started blowing up things and people around me, and they got rid of me. And I've been there for about 50 years, basically as a self-imposed prison, or not self-imposed, but like a prison.
Right.
And then, but I basically read everything and studied everything, and was so inexorably positive and jubilant and questioning about the world that they couldn't tell me not to go, because I probably would have blown them up. But I don't really have a perspective on how comfortable it was.
Well, tell me about it then. What do you think? Make it up. What do you think? It's your character. How do you feel about him?
Okay, I definitely lived like Cinderella before the glass slipper.
Okay, so you were free work.
Yeah.
For them.
Yep.
I imagine they paid you, or they fed you.
Fed me and never
and
paid me anything.
Kept you, had a water bowl for you, and
Yep.
kept you.
But
kept
they let
you
me
alive.
But they let me get into the library whenever I wanted, and I've read
Very nice of them.
everything. Yep.
So you are accustomed to a bed.
Okay.
You are accustomed to warm food, but I don't believe you are quite so picky as to what the warm food is,
Yeah.
or
How fluffy the
how
bed
comfortable the bed is.
Okay. Sounds good.
So as long as you have a roof over your head.
Sounds good. I will secure a roof over my head.
Right.
So, how many beds do we need?
is. 5.
5? We'll stack them
Lots
up
between
us. We'll secure 2 rooms.
Oh, are you going to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You continue to the inn. It is the Stonehill Inn. The center of town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and roughly hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you curiously. One of them looks particularly adept to battle. It's Nick.
Let's just leave him.
It's backfired before. We really should look for like the least able.
The least able. All right. The child who was playing earlier is now in the inn.
So we're looking at these two guys. We're looking at these two guys. The child who seems to fit in
Amy,
with our
Mighty
group
Mo.
pretty well, right? The child is small, nimble.
Well, Sildar was supposed to be this huge guy that looked
Right,
pretty good
right,
to battle
right.
too, and he was pretty useless. So.
So,
Do we still have the caravan? Did we forget to drop that off?
nobody's dropped anything off. You
I guess
you
we're
have
keeping it.
tied
We're
up
in.
the oxen out front.
We're actually in it in the pub.
Right. You drove straight in. No, you tied it out front.
Ramming it into the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tied it. We'll have to take care of that caravan shortly.
Well, we need to secure the room so they don't sell out and I end up having to sleep in the same room as you.
Right.
So.
No, we did that right away.
Yep.
And now we're sitting leaning against the bar, scouting out the prospects. Pretty much the only one for sure that we're not going to want to bring into our group is that tough-looking guy, because we know that that's not going to work. So it's
But
gonna
I'm going to go start a conversation with him because I'm sick of talking to you.
Yeah, that's fine. You're like,
I'm going to
Other people.
myself.
I'm going to pout at the counter.
All right.
But I have 0 charisma, so it'll be
Drink lonely by yourself.
coming up to you and saying like, "Get me the fuck away from this guy." Excuse the language.
This guy giving you trouble, lady?
All right.
Okay.
Well, Claudio,
Yes. Sorry.
how you doing?
That is me. I'm doing well. So good. Did you say what time it was? It was midday,
A little afternoon, yeah.
afternoon. So good. Good morrow, young lady. How you doing?
How you doing? Got 2 of them now.
You already gave him
Come
more of a
on.
response than you ever gave me.
That's right.
I am worn out from battling all of the goblins because I am with somebody useless that keeps trying to pet wolves.
Did you just say that you were battling goblins?
Whoops. Yes.
You mind telling me more about this?
I'm gonna let him tell you because I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Who's him?
This annoying guy that keeps following me around everywhere, and his name is Fizzle.
I skip across the room, because you should presumably look at me. Hey, I'm Fizzle.
Hey, Claudio. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Claudio. I like your name. How you doing?
Doing quite well.
Did you meet Miss Maplebottom?
I did.
She's quite lovely.
She seemed very nice.
I'm from a monastery. I haven't seen a lot of girls.
I'm sorry. Seems like a personal issue.
Working on solving that issue.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Thanks. What brings you to Phandalin?
Actually, my family were the Count and Countess. Countess? Countess. Yeah, Countess. Of,
Let me look at the bar at your character sheet.
of Corlin Hill, which unfortunately is no more after the volcano that we were, our house or our estate was on erupted. So I'm actually here in Phandalin hoping that I can become the heir of this city and take it over and turn it into my town.
Holy crap! A volcano. Do you think I've heard of this, Matt? Do you think I've heard of like a volcano wiping out a town?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of volcanoes in towns, so
Have I heard of his town?
probably not. I'm imagining that
It's just another volcano wiping
the
out a
sanctuary
town.
that you are in.
Yeah. Didn't get much news.
Well, they weren't buying new books.
Yeah, that's true.
Very often.
That's true.
They
I've
had
heard
a lot of
about-
old books, so you are very aware of what
Gotcha.
volcanoes are and how they
Gotcha.
operate.
The only thing left from my parents' estate is this great axe that I carry with me. It's a family heirloom. So it wouldn't surprise me if you've never heard of our country.
Wow.
Our city.
Well, I have to admit that at first I was a little envious of your cushy upbringing, but you've been through some hardships, my friend.
Yes.
Why would you want to take over this town? I mean, it's nice, but like,
Do you want a little information about this town
yes.
to help you with your discussion?
Yes.
So this town used to be a great town. It was destroyed. Let me see if I can find a better
He's
explanation.
got the microphone on his face a lot.
I know it's okay.
Here, we'll move that. How's that? Is that okay?
Better.
Less on my face. I like it. So, Phandalin, it's a frontier town built on the ruins of a much older settlement. Hundreds of years ago, the people of Phandalin were thriving. Human town, whose people were firmly allied with the dwarves and gnomes. And an orc horde destroyed it. Most recently, people have started coming back and have been rebuilding the town slowly. There is currently no leader of this town. No noble, no... It's a frontier settlement.
I came back from the bathroom during that conversation.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
She had to think about it.
You gonna smell my hands?
As well
She
as
lashed
she
him.
could in the
Can I make an investigation?
frontier town inn bathroom.
She washed him.
And knowing that, I want to know what happened with the orcs.
Oh, it was hundreds of years ago. that
To
the
this
orcs-
town.
Yep.
Yeah. Hundreds of years ago, it was destroyed, and in the last 3 or 4 years, hardy settlers from Neverwinter and Waterdeep have begun the hard work of reclaiming the ruins of Phandalin.
So goblins are cousins to orcs. So we might be able to turn this into quite some profit, taking care of such a deep-seated emotional problem in this town. I'm wondering, we're on our way to a castle, and I have no particular interest in a castle after we...
Why are we going to a castle?
Aren't we... There's a castle nearby. Oh, because it's a castle. It's got the name castle in its title. And we were in, and we might get...
know that Cragmaw Castle is where they took the other dude. Hold on.
Gunthuggo.
Gundren.
Oh, Gunthuggo was actually kind of close.
How do you guys remember this?
My field notebook.
Look at that. Field notes. I love it.
Shameless plug.
Gundren equals dude paying us.
Yeah, Gundren Rockseeker. And
Okay, so I didn't know that we took... How did we find out that he was there?
Sildar.
Sildar.
Sildar knew
That,
about it.
he,
I must have missed that.
That was the one thing he did.
Oh, well then, yeah, now I understand
Yeah.
what's going on.
Perfect.
Welcome to the party.
I'm wondering, friend,
Yes.
if we go in and secure this castle, if you are somewhat useful with your sword, unlike Sildar, who you will meet, I'm sure, soon. Perhaps
So we're
perhaps
assuming that Sildar's at least in the room.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
That
Be
perhaps...
the one time he rolls well.
Yeah, I know, right? Witch bolt. I won't even get it off. But perhaps you would like to start, maybe that's something that you'd be interested in, is like setting up in that castle. Like a noble like you.
At least you might want to come along to protect me from him.
I have no interest in taking someone else's castle. I would like to build up my own wealth and my own.
Well, fuck
following.
you then. We walk away.
By helping to civilize this town that's in the process of rebuilding.
Well, and they would look at you and be like, wow, he helped get our town back, so let's promote him to Overlord.
Yes. I will say, though, I'd happily go to this castle with you to maybe gain a rapport or relationship with the head of this castle who could possibly help me in my quest of rebuilding Phandalin.
Since you've been here long enough, you have a map of Phandalin.
Oh, good. You guys don't.
Good.
Okay, wait, we're in
Could you mark the kid on that map?
Oh, okay. The hall?
Oh, wait, no.
The kid that's in the
Oh, no,
tavern.
there it is. Okay.
Drinking at the bar. Just sitting there like eyeballing me.
Drinking a milk.
Every
I
time you
know-
look at it, it's like, look at it.
Do I know what?
Okay, so there's two trails coming in
They
and
came
out.
from up here.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the castle they're talking about is down here.
Excellent.
The castle they're talking about, no one knows quite where it is yet.
Okay.
So we
But-
should probably talk to some more people and ask them about this castle.
Yes, who would you like to speak to first?
I think...
Bartender.
Bartender.
That's smart. I was going to say,
The little kid.
no, that kid will lead us astray. I was going to say that when we drop off the mining supplies, those people might also know where things are because they're explorer types, but I like your idea first.
There is a whole miner exchange building, which will have plenty of miners all trading goods.
Is that where we're supposed to take our supplies? Possibly?
Yes. It's supposed to go to Barthen's Provisions.
Is that Barthen's Provisions?
Nope.
It is not. That is the complete opposite side of town.
Oh my god, it's going to take us like 5 or 6 minutes to walk there.
Well, no.
You are
Barthen's
right next to Barthen's.
Yeah.
In fact, you passed it on your way to the inn.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Just saying.
Was the kid standing in front of it?
No. The
Okay.
kid.
No, yeah.
It's probably okay for
I'll
us
mark
to
the
go
kid
there,
for
then.
you. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the little kid. It's right here.
Okay. I feel better about it.
Okay, there's a little kid.
Is he scowling? I feel like the kid should
He
be
will be in a
scowling.
minute. I'm going to work on him. Yeah.
I'll draw a big frowny face, which is the size of his
That's
head.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So it's like a halfling without any curvature.
So you two are new to the city. What are you hoping to do while here?
We need to drop off a bunch of supplies, minus some pork, and then stuff.
I'm looking to,
You seem very secretive with what you're trying to tell me.
hey, back off. She's awesome, okay? And lovely and talented.
It has 0 charisma.
And has 11 charisma, which next to me is like 0. No, yeah, and I would like to explore this area a little bit. I'm really curious if there's any sort of like hidden. I'm really information in tomes of knowledge and magical history and lore. So I'm more interested in that. I'll take my cut of the money because I do want to eat and live. But I'm hoping that coming around here will get us the attention of some bigger cities, and perhaps we can start looking for some kind of greater tomes of knowledge and information. But
Well, have you been to the Shrine of Luck yet?
no, where's that at?
It's a little to the south.
Around the corner?
Yeah, it's right out front.
It's
right
across
out
the
front.
street.
Oh,
Right.
We should check that place out.
I think
So do you want to talk to the innkeeper first, or are you just leaving and going?
That was a bartender, but innkeeper's fine.
Same guy.
Yeah, same
It's
difference?
Not a big place. He is double duty here. All right. So yes, let me find some stuff from Toblin. His name is Toblin Stonehill. He is
Toblin?
a friendly young human male. Yes.
You guys write it down.
Yeah.
I've got a kid to draw.
So, what would you like to know?
We want to know where Cragmaw Castle is.
You know, I'm not sure exactly where it is. I have heard of it, but I'm sure I could point you in the direction of someone who might know better than me.
Great. Where's that?
Slow down.
Hey, you don't tell her.
Let me introduce you to Fizzle here. Perhaps you'll be faster with the information.
You don't want to talk to him. He'll hit on you. It'll be really awkward. He's not so much of a threat as an annoyance.
Fizzle loves.
All right.
Unless it's a little
trying to see who would know.
You're the first little person I've liked.
Halia?
Halia?
It's the only person on here that their house is pointed out on the map.
Oh, this is going to be...
It looks like
I'm,
it's from Minecraft.
I'm going to share the map with these new travelers that are new to the area.
Thank you.
Acquaint yourself with where you are. Acquaint? That's not the right word. Whatever.
Yeah.
Is it?
Sure. Kid's right there.
It's good enough.
Oh well.
Yes. Oh,
You've got.
does she have money?
Yeah.
Are you saying you have lady parts?
No?